Hello guys, today in this video, I will guide you on how to structure and present a paper effectively, whether it's for a competition, a classroom presentation, or even your research project. Even though I'm a beginner, this is the method I followed for my very first presentation and I wanted to share it with you all. By the end of this video, you will have a clear idea of how to organize your paper and present it confidently. So let's get started. The first step is selecting a topic that interests you and is relevant to your audience. For example, I worked on women empowerment in literature, but your topic can be scientific, literary one, or general research. Make sure you have enough material to discuss and analyze it. Then comes the main part, that is structure of the paper. A well-structured paper helps you stay organized and confident during the presentation. So here is a step-by-step guide for you. First, title and keywords. Start with a clear, descriptive title and add 4 to 5 keywords. This helps the reader or audience understand the scope of your work immediately. Next comes the abstract and aim and objective. Write a short abstract summarizing your study, include your aim or objective to clearly state why you did this paper and what you wanted to achieve. So many of the competition, they ask the abstract submission. So your abstract is also very important in this case. Then we have the introduction part, where you introduce about your work. And then comes the methodology. In this, you explain how you gathered information, conducted the literary analysis or interpreted the literature. For a scientific paper, this may involve experiments, surveys or data collections. For literary papers, it may include analyzing stories, themes or characters. So keep it concise, don't elongate it. Then we have the literary review or literature review analysis in the case of the literary papers. Here, you will be discussing about the previous studies, authors or literary works related to your topic. Highlight how they influence the understanding. In my case, I analyzed Manu Bhandari, the famous Hindi author, stories to explain women empowerment. Then comes the data and observations. It's like an optional one. If you guide data, you can add it there. Include relevant statistics, figures or examples to support your arguments. For scientific paper, this is crucial. For literary and social topics, it may be textual or evidences and some quotes. Then comes the discussion on contemporary connection. This is also very important because it makes your paper relevant to the modern world. So connect your findings to the present context and ask how is your topic relevant today? What lessons can be learned from that? And at the end, we have the conclusion. Here you summarize the key points, emphasizing your main insights or takeaways. And you should end with a strong and memorable line. And the next thing is the very, very important one, that is the references. So many presentations, they give special attention for references. You should mention whatever sources you are using, image sources or the articles you are referring. So this adds credibility for your paper. And then comes the time management tips. So the paper or your presentation you do, it should be very allotted to the time. Keep your presentation within the time limit. Practice speaking slowly and clearly. Focus on the main points and avoid going into excessive detail that may not fit the time. Because the person won't be interested to listen to you. Like it will be a boring conversation. So make sure that it's very concise and brief and but effective. Then comes the presentation tips. So for this, you can use various methods of your presentation techniques. So you can use headings or slides as guidance. But just for not only for display, you can here and there you can refer to the slides and you can also explain it. So show only the structure headings of your paper visually. Explain the details verbally. If you have data, statistics or figures, show them visually for visual impacts. And make smooth transitions between sections. For example, after explaining methodology, you can say, now let's move on to the key analysis of this my study. So don't stop abruptly at any point of the paper. It should be a coherent one or a continuous one. That will make the audience engaging with you. And then as a pro tip or I can say bonus tip for your guys or for beginners. So for beginners, you should remember that even if this is your first presentation, focus on the clarity, confidence and understanding your own paper. It's okay to be a beginner. Your effort and structure matter more than perfection. So even I presented a paper and then I got to know that how others are doing. So every colleges or every presentation or competition has different style of analyzing and judgments. So don't undervalue your presentations or your paper. So just improve it. The more you do, the more you improve. And now let me show you the structure or paper of mine. So I have a paper of mine which I just a glimpse of that. So here you can see it's a Hindi paper. It's an abstract, we call it abstract and sankshipt. And then I have the keywords here, the mostly used words in my paper. Then I have mentioned about the introduction part. And then comes the objective here. Objective, try to have it in bullet points. It will be more easy for the members to understand. And then you should mention about the methodology, which is called as Karya Pranali in Hindi. Then about the main topics which we are going to speak, and then the any other main topics relevant to your research works, and then about the contemporary connection, the modern relation with that topics, and conclusion, and the most important thing, the reference one. So here you can see how I have added all the books I had for the page numbers and the government website which I took for surveys. So in this way you can have an idea about how to know or how to present your paper. This is a glimpse of my paper. And next thing, that is finally, you should remember the goal is to share knowledge clearly and confidently. With a well-structured paper and clear presentation, even beginners can make a strong impact. So don't worry if your first attempt isn't perfect. Practice makes perfect, and each paper helps you improve. So I hope that you got information about paper presentation tips and time management tips. And thank you all for watching till now. Thank you so much.